Hello everybody and welcome to Train Sim World 3. Today we are here at Marseille in this TGV duplex which we have dressed up in OuiGo livery. Lovely OuiGo livery. It's a beautiful colour actually. Without further ado, let's jump in. Let's get the train set up, put our master switch on, set the reverse to forwards. We shall unlock the doors. We've got a little bit of time to spend here. Let's get our safety systems turned on. We'll turn the circuit breaker on. And we'll get our pantograph up. So set it to DC coming out of Avignon. We'll raise that up. That's now in contact, so we can rearm the circuit breaker. Our train brake pipe is fully dumped. So we will build that up. And we'll leave just a little bit of pressure still in the cylinders. Set the headlights to reduced because we don't need them. There's a lot of people getting off my train, but not on. So yeah, because the nature of the game, the liveries don't match up properly, but yeah, whatever. Just look at the front half. So we're driving this train up to Avignon, stopping at Aix-en-Provence on the way. So it should take timetable to take 33 minutes. A bit off the mark leaving here. Let's get our driving mode to selected speed. Fully build our brake pipe. And let's take power. Got clear signals, so we're all fine. How does one KVB test? Why have I got that? Got to rearm the circuit breaker. Why has that happened? Is that KVB test? Oh well. Get moving. Take some screenshots coming out of Marseille. Very nice. And we're up at line speed coming out of Marseille is 30 kilometers, which we're just reaching. We got cruise control set, so got no problem holding that. And we'll set the train to full power, which you know it won't. Set it to 80% power. That should be fine. Come out of the main onto this little side track here. You've got the sort of marshalling yard off to the left. Some more local TER lines diverging out to the right. And then, so this line, there's some local lines that follow us round. And then we get to the power changeover point. And it becomes the high-speed line from here all the way up. So in a moment we should be able to jump up to 40 kilometers per hour if I can remember correctly. It's been a while since I've driven on this route. I believe... Gee whiz, that is very loud. Yeah, okay, there we go. Up to 60 even. And when the back of the train passes where we just were, we can go up to 110. So there's 50 kilometers an hour. Go full power. There we are, there's 110. So I'll set the cruise control to that. And if you have any video ideas or any liveries you want me to have a look at, anything like that, please do let me know in the comments below. I read and respond to all of the comments that I receive. So if you have any ideas whatsoever or any suggestions, any ways I can improve, it doesn't even have to be a livery. It could just be a particular train you want to see, tutorial if you've got any issues with the game, and if you've got anything that you'd like explaining more in depth, then what was that? What's that about? What did that? It just beeped, and then I got an e-brake. What's that about? Right, we'll trip that, recharge the brake pipe back up, get moving. Come on, off you go. You going? Yes, no, maybe. There's no pressure. There you go. Don't know what caused that. Probably some form of KVB. I'm not sure why though. It didn't display anything, so perhaps it wasn't. What was I saying? Yeah, if you want me to, if you want any more detailed explanations for anything that might not necessarily go into a YouTube comment, or if you want me to guide you through something personally, then hop onto Discord. You can join the Discord server with the link in the description, and you can also DM me from there. And I'll be very happy to oblige on that. I endeavour to respond as quickly as I possibly can. And yeah. Right, back up to speed after a minor hitch. We are timetabled to be in Aix-en-Provence at 8:29 exactly, which is in 5 minutes. Be a bit tight for time, but yeah. We shall see. As long as I don't get another emergency brake, we should be all good. Okay. And we'll cruise along here at 140 until we can hop up to 160 in a little bit. Grab vigilance. The French signalling system is so stupid and complicated. There's like 13,500 different types of signals. And each of them can display approximately 27.5 million aspects, each of which has a completely different and stupid meaning. And then they've got, you know, your distance signals, your speed limit signs, everything like that. It's so confusing. Thankfully, most of this line is only cab signalling. So we're coming up to the cab changeover, so I'll power off now. Set that to lower. Set our mode to LGV. Set that to normal again. I need to rearm the circuit breaker, so we will trip that. Set the speed set to 160, and as you can see, TVM has now come up with a white 160. Okay, we got up to 300, but that's flashing, so we've got to expect a reduction. We've got now 3 minutes to go all 10 kilometers. It's funny that TVM is giving us an approach. We're 10 kilometers out and it's already giving us the approach step down. I mean, but at this high speed, we do knock over something like 5 kilometers a minute, so we will get to Aix-en-Provence very quickly. We'll probably be a little bit late, maybe a minute or two late coming in, but that's fine. Going to keep the train in acceleration. The next marker will probably be 170 or 160. I'm not sure. Oh, 200, okay. So we've just got to cap the speed at that. Expecting a reduction further though, but we shall see. $160, so we'll bring that down to 160 now. We got the hill, that'll help us brake. Yeah. The braking is very good on these units. Very good. Within 10 of the speed limit, that's okay. Got to come down to 100. I'll use full dynamic braking for that one. And we're just coming over the crest, so I'll add a bit of brake pipe pressure into that. Right, peel back the dynamic brakes. Okay, down to 80. There we are. And I'll leave a little bit of brakes on because we are already at Aix-en-Provence with 30 seconds late now. Oh, come off the brakes there. Entering the diverge. And we still got flashing because our next TVM marker is going to be a full stop. Now you got to come to the end of the platform. There we go. Got 3 zeros. We'll go full dynamic brake. Blend that with a bit of brake pipe. Blend that with more brake pipe. That wasn't my finest move. Can tell it's been a while. Anyway, bit of a rough stop, but what can you do? I've opened the doors on the wrong side. No, I didn't say that. No, 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 no. Right. unlock the left-hand side again. God, the dispatcher really doesn't like me. Oh, not the dispatch, but the dispatch menu. We've got doors on the wrong side. That was my fault. And then close that side doors, open the other side, and it closes both of the side doors. Oh well. As long as we can make up time on our way to Avignon. We are coming up to 2 minutes late now. Let's build back up our train pipe. Okay, TVM 170. All good, so I'll go full power out of here. Let's put this train through its paces. Look at the acceleration. Let's have a look at what speed the train will do coming out of the platform. Actually, we're about a car length out of the platform, so stick the camera here, see what we're doing. There's 55, and only half the train's out. $75, that is pretty, I mean, it's a huge, I mean, for European standards, it's a very long train. But they are very powerful. I guess they have to be, because the whole point of the TGV is it's like a Shinkansen, a Japanese bullet train, except they're not, say there's a mountain and then a valley, the TGV routes will follow the mountain and the valley as much as they can, which is where then you end up with super steep gradients like this 1 in 40, whereas the Shinkansen, they just build a bridge over this or tunnel through it or something to reduce the ruling gradient. But that's 1 in 30, that is insane, and they've got to be powerful, because they've got to be able to accelerate up these and brake down these as well. Very clever machines. And for the first time, we are now high speed, 200 kilometers per hour. It's inside a overhead wire there. That's fine. It's 230. There's 240. God, these things are so quick. Is the horrible, disgusting cutting of horrible disgustingness, but whatever. If you squint, it looks alright. So 1 in 29 gradient. Look at the acceleration! Ho ho. We fling ourselves then back up the hill. We've got another 1 in 33. 1 in 29. See what I mean about the valleys? Instead of bridging straight across them, you go up one side, down the other. We're losing a little bit of speed, but not that much. You know, the amount of power that these things can produce. You think, you know, those big, heavy American freight trains with, what, 4,400 horsepower trains in, like the ES-44C4s on Cajon Pass. Let's have a look. ES-44C4. They have a where's the oh, they'd have 4,400 horsepower. Now the TGV duplex that has TGV Duplex has total power output under 25 kilovolt supply of 11,800 horsepower. So because we're a double unit on this run, we have about 20... What was that? 2,400... No, 24,000 horsepower. And you think the amount of locomotives on Cajon Pass you'd need to equal that. You'd need 6 of the big locomotives on Cajon Pass to equal that. You know, these things are seriously powerful. And that's the benefit of electric locomotives, is that you can have so much power without having to lug around several tons of diesel, several tons of engine. You know, you've just got to have... Because actually, if you think about it, a diesel electric locomotive is an electric locomotive that generates its own electricity. So it's the electric locomotive and the power plant smooshed together. Because this train, it got AC supply, so we rectify that to DC, and then take an inverter off that DC to power the train lighting and everything else, charge the batteries, stuff like that, and then we then invert that again to power the traction motors. Now, a diesel locomotive, we can go up to 320 now. A diesel locomotive, we have a diesel motor, diesel engine, connected to an alternator, which creates an AC, and then we immediately rectify that into DC, and then we invert AC out of that to power the battery, power train lighting, stuff like that. And then we can also invert that DC into AC and power the traction motors that way. So it's the same thing, but just several tons lighter, which means you can have bigger electrical equipment, which means you can have them much more powerful. And it means there's no delay when you take power, because the power is already there. I've always got access to 25,000 volts on this train, for example, whereas an electric locomotive, a diesel electric locomotive, I take power on the throttles, and I've then got to wait for the engines to spool up and give me enough amps to power the motors. Anyway, there's the end of your lesson on how trains move. Let's grab some screenshots. Over the hill, into a tunnel. Go some brakes. Let's leave 4.7, what's that, bar? Yeah. 4.7 bar in the brake pipe. That looks good. We'll pull that all off now. So we're about to go uphill. Oh, that's... From that steep hill back there, it looked like this was uphill, but it's still reasonably steep downhill. And it looks like I'm going to get... Is that a bit more steep? Yes. But I think the speed set can hold us there. I think. Yep. And now a bit shallower. Or not. Still a 1 in 120 grade. Yeah. Okay, we'll hold that. It's easy peasy. And we're due in Avignon in 8 minutes. And we've got 35 kilometres to do that in. It's got 8 minutes to go 35 kilometres. It's just insane. Yeah, in Sydney it'd take you half an hour to go half that distance. That said, though, we might not be on time. I hope we will be. And I can sort of trick TVM to get a little bit more time back. But, and what's this in meters per second? It's, what, just under 100, is that? Have a look. It's 89 meters per second. So 0.08 of a kilometre per second. So we're doing a kilometre every 11 seconds. No, that can't be right. Are we? Yes, we are. Holy moly. Yeah, gee whiz, we are doing that. You're going to hear a lot more gee whiz in my videos, because you're not allowed to swear, or I'll get like sent to Guantanamo Bay by YouTube for hate crime or something. Yeah, my word, we are doing a kilometre every 11 seconds. So, well, it'll take us, say, 11, 26, 286 seconds, which is a number. So 200 and, well, okay, we'll call it 250 seconds is 6 minutes. That might be a little bit late. We'll see. Let's try and whiz through these kilometres as fast as possible. Just unbelievable how in, what, 200 years we've gone from 40 kilometres an hour, and travelling at that speed. You had the world's most intelligent doctors trying to work out if that would injure the human body by going at such a high speed, and now we're going at regularly at 320. That's seen as the minimum for a new high-speed line. You know, so amazing, this technology. And, you know, the development. First we had the TGV, and now in Europe, in France, TGV, it's just so normalised. Now you've got to have a budget TGV, which is what OuiGo is. It's like EasyJet is to regular airlines, OuiGo is to the TGV. And it uses the same principles as well. So instead of going to the main stations in Paris, it goes to the Paris Airport station and Disneyland Paris station. Okay, just had a brief stroke there. TVM did. Could be because we're following a train. Okay, there's 300 marker, so I'll pull that back. Actually, I'll leave that at 310. No, 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 no. Okay, right, we're leaving that at 310. Just to get a little bit more speed, because we can. And what are you going to say? Flashing 300, so we'll leave it at 310. Okay, got 270. So I'll go some brake pipe. Yeah, a bit more. Bit less. It's not slip. Okay, there we go. 230, so I'll pull back to 240. We'll go a bit of brake pipe again. Bit more. Bit more. It's an emergency brake. Yeah, okay. Can I... No. Okay, playing it too cool, and now we're definitely going to be late. Are we behind a train? No. I mean, we might have been. That didn't stop at Avignon, but don't think so. Oh, that is so annoying. Okay, charge the brake pipe. Brake cylinders dropping. There we go. And full power. Go! Move! What are you waiting for? Go! Move! Train. Do the moving thing. Do these things have disc brakes? They should do. Yeah. They've got disc... They're interesting. I should not talk about disc brake, but fuck it, I will. Oh! Okay. There goes my swearing allowance. Instead of having regular disc brakes that brake the side of the wheel, they've got extra wheels on the axis that they disc brake instead. So that way you can have 4 areas where disc brakes apply instead of just 2. Oh, I did not need that emergency brake. It's the second one. And we're due in Avignon now, and we're 5 kilometers away. It's not good. Would have probably been there by now. Okay, 130. Slow down. I really wouldn't like another emergency brake, so can you stop now? There we go. Keep pulling that back, please. There it is. Do these high-speed points, do they have the... steering? No, okay. Pretty sure they do in real life. There's no way they'd have a tongue that thin and get smashed up so quickly. Okay, we're now approaching Avignon. Now brought down to 100. Yeah, gonna be a fair bit late. Oh well. What can you do? So what, it was meant to take 33 minutes. It's about to take us 35. Bring the speed down to 80. And go full dynamic braking. Actually, I don't think I need that much. You got 3 reds. Okay. Leave minimum break on there. Okay, and gently bring it to a stop, a bit nicer than it was before. And we'll dump the brake pressure and open the doors. How many points to get for the stop? Okay, full 500 points there. But we are 3 minutes and 20 seconds late. It's foggy as well. Alps. Obviously I know what that is. Yep. No need to even question that. Let's have a look around the train. Why not? Door. Oh, that's the fuse door. So we can't go down there, and they've conveniently put some nice darkness texture because they haven't modelled it. But these are like all the inverters and stuff. And then on this side we have our door. Oh, we got to lock them. Closing them? Oh, that's the close button. Okay. Oopsies. There we go. Right, so. Did you get a gold medal? I don't think we will. Oh! My word. Okay, still do. Fantastic. Still got about 10,000 points for it. Well, well. There's 100 kilometers in 30 minutes. So thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Have a nice day. Goodbye.